Hey, welcome back. This is Satrya, Cetrya, and today I'm going to review these 120 markers that I bought off Amazon for $36. So as you can see, it came with a simple packet, but I definitely want to say that it's a bit misleading because right now markers are very affordable, and at $36 for these markers, I think they basically gave you just as what you pay for versus getting a good deal in making the markers smaller. And because they made the markers smaller, you supposedly hold less ink, but of course you can't really tell just by looking at it. So let me give you a quick comparison. This is closer to the size of the markers that you typically get, and as you can see, look at this. As you can see, the markers are much smaller. So of course in this small bag you end up with 120 markers instead of, let's say, 36. But you know, I'm not going to overly judge. If it's great for a beginner, why not test this out, right? So let's get this sketching in a sketchbook. Alrighty, let's test this out. We will not be doing color swatches all today because I think at this point most people get the gist of the color swatches. That probably be in a part 2 video or something, or maybe a live stream, but if you really need like color swatches, let me know, okay? So let's go ahead and test out something that is pretty dark and purple, because purple is my thing. So first off, appreciate that they mark where they are at, the broad versus the brush tip. I want to say that in a previous marker video, people were really getting on me like, oh, you know, the one that has the line tells you it's the brush tip or whatnot, but I think the marker design is more distinct in telling you what is what, which might be something to say that more people were more confused, just as I was confused. So it's far more distinct that, okay, the tip that has the color bar is the part with the brush. So let's do a quick testing right here. And this is not marker paper, so you know the paper also affects how your color blends. This is just a thick sketchbook paper. So that was broad. Okay, right now I can tell you, like most of the cheap markers, the brush tip is not soft like the Copic markers. But other than that, it's not too shabby. You know, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for, so it's not... Yeah, as you can see, I can tell like it's not really soft, but it does the job done if you want to. And I'm sure over time, one of the things that the cheaper markers I've noticed is that the felt tip, it eventually splays out or it stops becoming pointy. But you know, again, if you're starting over, you don't want to overly spend. For $36 off of Amazon, it's not a big deal. It's a quick, you know, and you get free shipping for it. So again, not too shabby. Let's try. I'm just gonna lay it over, right over. Already I think the color blending is not too bad, but it's definitely, if you're better with markers or color techniques, but it is picking up the ink back up from the previous color to blend it out. So I think this is a great quick gift brush tone tip. Okay, yeah, I think this is pretty good. So I do notice that they have like a number of series, but again, this is one of these like off-brand markers. Just buy the set and be done with it kind of thing. I don't see myself refilling it. I don't see myself going back to a matching system. This is definitely just one of those markers that you just buy, you get it one quick set and you give it to a friend, or if you're starting out, this for $36 you get a lot of colors. Next, let's test out a couple of pastels to see if it's actually pastels, because one of the largest thing is probably the fact that pastels aren't as pastel as you would like them to be. So let's test that out and see if they're actually pastels. Oh, this is very lovely. Oh, these are very light. Okay. So pastels are working awesomely. The colors do layer. They're very nice, very, very nice. How long this color will last, I don't know. Are there color streakiness? Probably, but I'm going pretty fast with the brush strokes, so it could be a me thing. And I'm saying this mostly because I know a lot of people who use markers like as their main thing. Again, if you're using markers as like your main official you know, medium of choice, I'm sure eventually you'll like upgrade to much better quality markers. These are just quick sketches. Yeah, the pastels are almost invisible. I think I would probably use some of the pastels more like a blending brush. You do get one blending brush. I almost never use these guys, probably because you can say I may not be the best marker technique person, but I don't use them because I tend to like to use lighter colors over using pure alcohol marker alcohol for blending. So yeah, they're not that much biggie, and I know you can see some of a better notion of some of the pastels here. Gets a little bright. But yeah, all in all, I think for just a quick impressions, it's pretty good. It comes with these, I'll try to show it, making a mess here. But it comes with like the little marker holder. This is the first for me, which probably is easier on them since it is a smaller packaging. And probably it is compact, so in a way it's probably a good thing, right? Because it's nice and compact. You could easily travel them. This is the first part, and this is part 2. It covers all of the colors that you need, from grayscales to good range of skin tone colors and things like that. And from warm grays to light grays, you have your yellow greens and your cool blue greens, a good range of blue, a good range of purple, a good range of, like, just a good range that I think it's good for a starter set. But I think it's more of you get what you pay for, and I think it's a good deal for starting for what you pay for. It's not like a steal. But again, that's okay. With everything going up as it is, I think it's a pretty good deal. So I put the link below for the markers off Amazon if you're interested. But yeah, again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're questioning of maybe me doing a full swatch out, let me know. Again, for paper, it's just a simple, thick, you know, sketchbook paper kind of thing. Smooth. I don't use marker paper. And I do have a video, an old video about sketchbooks for using for marker paper. Cardstock, just regular printer cardstock is pretty good for your needs if you're just starting out. I do have a video about that too, so you could, you know, check out the links or whatnot. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a good start to the year. Get your sketchbook filled, and I will see you in the next one.